More than 700,000 people in Britain live with dementia, but according to a new nationwide report, patients in care homes are often too dependent on antipsychotic drugs and staff are undertrained. We've been to see a radical alternative about to be trialled in one of the country's biggest care providers. It uses arts-based therapy to reach the creative and emotional parts of the brain, which are believed to remain largely intact. Our arts correspondent Nicholas Glass reports now on what could be a major shift in treating this increasingly challenging disease.
This kind of arts-led intervention has been pioneered in the States. Here in New York, dementia sufferers are taken out of their care homes and to the cinema, popcorn and all. The clips are all from classic movies and television. The audience sat transfixed and were prompted for their memories. A sketch from I Love Lucy could still make them laugh.
What's special about what we do is both special and common sense, and it's using everything else but medications to reduce the symptoms of Alzheimer's disease and dementia. We don't avoid medications. Where they work and where it's important to use them, we use them. But there's lots of other ways to help people reduce what I call the 4 A's of Alzheimer's: agitation, aggression, anxiety, and apathy.
Zeisel's book, I'm Still Here, has become something of a Bible for his disciples. He himself has set up 7 dementia homes in America to practice what he preaches.
You want to think about your behaviour.
Back in North London, Richard's old flame Lydia, in her red cocktail dress, was stirring things up.
And you want to think about what your manager's going to say when I tell her about this. Ah!
The drama certainly enlivened the whole atmosphere in the dementia home, but it was very expensive to put on. The 2-week residency cost £15,000.
Set against the costs of, for example, medication, which is pretty awful, antipsychotic medication, which is doled out in UK care homes at a fearful amount. I know what I'd rather have. I'd rather have theatre.
It can be unbelievably joyful when you know that you've made a connection with someone and you can see that spark behind their eyes and the kind of life come back into them. When their families come and, there's a gentleman's wife, she visits almost every day, and she said to me, I've never seen him, I haven't seen him laugh for years. And when you sat down next to him and he looked you right in the eyes and then just started to laugh and talk to you, she said, it was a real gift for me to see that happen.
Recent independent surveys like the one published today and another last year have always concentrated on staff training and the need to improve skills.
What we found was that the leadership and ethos of the management of those homes was absolutely critical in providing the right sort of culture, and that also the training and support given to staff was really important, because if staff interacted warmly and empathetically with the residents, then those residents' quality of life was much higher, whereas if it was very mechanistic and sort of task-based, taking people to the toilet, giving them meals, the quality of life of those residents was much lower.
I'm delighted for you both.
In the great soap opera tradition, our little drama ended with a wedding. Everybody got to choose a hat. Last month, the government made extra funds available, £150 million over 2 years, to increase the quality of care in dementia homes. One of the largest care providers in Britain, Barnet in North London, has been advised by Dr. John Zeisel and is expected to make a serious commitment to increasing this kind of arts-led care.
Now you will kiss the bride.
That remarkable report from Nicholas Glass. Tonight's main news: Stafford Hospital has been condemned for appalling standards of emergency care. The NHS watchdog said hundreds of patients may have died needlessly. More for news next at 8. We're back tomorrow at noon and again at 7. Until then, from Samira and from me, that's Channel 4 News. Good evening.